Hello, and welcome to this very short but very exciting video about command block codes in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Today, we will be discussing the Morph Mod, giving you and your friends the ability to transform into any mob in the game. Of course, this is intended for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, but will also work for Java players, although Java players can most definitely download a mod, which is far better than any command block code. But, if you just want to impress your friends with your coding skills, then this is the perfect video for you. Now, let's begin. First of all, you need to change your game rule options, most specifically the command block output. If you don't set this to false, you will be spammed quite quickly as soon as we begin with the code. So, what you need to begin with is -gamerule, command block output, and then just set that to false. It's really easy to do and it saves you a lot of trouble in the long run. Next up, we will talk about the few items that you will need for this code when you are just playing single player at the moment. At the very least, you will need 2 command blocks, 2 levers, an anvil, and a single name tag. If you want to transform into more than one animal, you will need more name tags, but just for now, you will only need one. So let's begin with the first command block. The first command you will need is shown here as execute your name, squiggly line, squiggly line, squiggly line, TP at E, name equals, and then the name you would like to be called on the name tag, end of the brackets, squiggly line, squiggly line, squiggly line, facing up dash, up dash, up dash, 50. That's written out there and will be written in the description as well. Next, we need to change the command block type to repeat. If you don't do repeat, it will only happen once, which will basically break the code, but that is the first command block that you will need to code. The next command block you will need to code is the one for invisibility, making sure that only the animal will be seen. The command for this is quite simple. Effect at A, which is all players, invisibility 1, 1, true. This is invisibility 1 for 1 second and it is true, meaning that as soon as you turn it off it won't last for that long. This also needs to be set to repeat. Next, we need to apply the levers to the tops of both of these command blocks, and then hit them both to on. You will turn invisible, but you can turn the invisibility one on and off depending on the situation. Finally, you need to enter the anvil and type in the name which you placed into the code, which for me was Sloth. After you have entered this code, you can now turn into any animal that you name with this name tag, as seen here, as I have turned into a cow. The transformation will follow your looking movement, and also your movement moving forwards, backwards and to the side. It is quite simple to use, but is also not perfect, but this is the best you can get with Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Now I'm going to test this out with one of my friends to show to you how you can do it with multiple other people and adjust the code ever so slightly. As you can see here, the code has been ever so slightly modified so that more people can play the commands with you. After execute, you need to enter the name of the second person who will be playing, and after the equal sign in @E name equals, please enter the name that you'll be putting on the name tag. Now let's have a look at how this affects someone else in the game. Standing here with me now is my good friend SuperGamer67, who will now be demonstrating turning into many different mobs, such as cats, pigmen, and ravengers. Let's begin by taking out the name tag and checking that the code will work. As you can see, @E name equals Dylan, so we check that the name tag is also called Dylan, which it is. Then we turn on the invisibility and choose the animal that we would like him to turn into. So let's start with the white cat. As you can see, Dylan is now walking around as a white cat. The only way to get rid of the cat and change into something else without stacking up multiple animals is to unfortunately kill the cat. After killing the cat, you can then go and name something else, such as the pigman here, who will now be teleporting to Dylan's location and he will become the pigman. Just before the final surprise, we'll be testing out the Ravager, which is quite an interesting mob altogether. As you can see, it works with pretty much every single mob in the game. As far as we can tell, the only one that doesn't work is the Wandering Trader, as we had yet to try out the Ender Dragon. Finally, we'll be testing out something quite special, which can be summoned with this command here, -summon wolf, squiggly line, squiggly line, squiggly line, Minecraft : on _ tame. It will spawn at first a red wolf, which can then be dyed using all of the dyes in the game to something as colourful as this, which we will now be giving to Dylan. These commands as a whole are quite fun to mess around with and are going to make some great videos for a lot of different people. So, I hope you all enjoyed watching and subscribe for more.